So the Bears are in an interesting spot. They're 8-3, and they look like one of the best teams in the league. And I'm not just saying that because they beat my Bengals. And I like to think everyone who beats us is the best team in the league. The Jets are the second best team in the league. Listen, yeah, Caleb Williams is him. He is looking like him. I'll be honest with you. Walter Payton, though, he is him. Sweetness added to the Chicago Bears. 8-3 Chicago Bears, that is. And right now, they are leading the number 5 seed because the Packers are number 1 somehow, some way. Anyway, so I had to force advance all the way up to week 13 as always to make it as accurate as possible. These are offline franchises, so you can just do like the online feature. We're going to do multiple sims in this video, and yeah. Also, a little side note, his stats will be 0 until week 13. And then as of week 13 and week 18, that's when his stats start counting. So, it actually is only from week 13 to 18 that Walter Payton's stats will start counting. It's not from week 1. So he's not going to have, if he was from week 1, he might have over like 1,600 yards. But usually with these videos, running backs can't do that much, right? So he ends up going here 12-5. Running backs can't change it that much. But it definitely does help to make you not one-dimensional when your running back puts up 623 yards and 8 touchdowns. That's averaging 6.6 yards per carry for Sweetness, which is really good. 158 yards to the air and 1 touchdown. And offensively, they finished with the 15th ranked offense. So, again, can't do everything, right? They also won the division. Packers are now number 5 seed. How the money has fallen. Let's see what happens against the Rams. Can Caleb Williams win the playoff game? No. The answer to that question was no, because Stafford put up 4 tutties. Although Sweetness did put up 87 yards and 2 tutties. So he did his, he did his thing, but could not overcome the Bears here. Let's try this again. Let's see what can happen the second time. Listen, didn't work the first time. Easily. Try Sweetness again. Usually the second sim's always better than the first sim. I say that, but recently it's been the opposite. So I'm going to go with it's going to work this time. All right, this time they beat the first 2 teams, Eagles and Packers. Then they play the Browns. They beat the Browns. Second time playing the Packers. Could potentially knock them out of the playoffs here. They lose that game. Always lose that game for some reason. Then they play the Niners. They lose the Niners game. And then they play the Lions to finish off the season. They go 11-6 and they miss the playoffs. The fact that you can now go 11-6 and miss the playoffs actually scares the living crap out of me. Because you really do have to be perfect in the NFL. There's no room for error, man. If you're not, and I didn't look at his stats. I should have looked at his stats. But look at his stats this sim. But if you're not perfect, holy moly. You could, 11-6 is not a bad record. That's a really good record. And you could still miss the playoffs 11-6. Yeah, it used to be you could get 9-8 and make the playoffs. Then it was like, oh yeah, as long as you're 10-7, you make the playoffs. Now you have to be like 12-5 or better. Have more than 5 losses, you're going to be in a really bad spot. 643 yards and 6 tutties, 5.5 yards per carry. Not bad at all. 68 yards to the air and no touchdowns. So not really much to the receiving back quantity, but still did win the division. 3rd seed. Not bad. Played the Niners in the first game. And they lost. Again. Alright, not doing too good in the playoffs. 104 yards and a touchdown for Payton. Caleb Williams, really good game. Just got outplayed by Brock Purdy, so that's it is what it is. Let's keep going, baby. Another sim, another greatness of Walter Payton. Sweetness, we need you to relieve us of the Chicago Bears not winning a Super Bowl within the last 25 years. 35 years. How far we go back? It's been a bit. Okay, it's been a bit. All right, here we go. Hey! This time they got all the way to the NFC Championship game and lost to the Lions. That's kind of painful, man. That's kind of painful. That's kind of painful. To lose all the way there just to lose to the Lions, man. DeAndre Swift, Walter Payton, and Caleb Williams. Did the Lions win it? I gotta kind of see this here. See this one through. The Lions lose it. Okay. So that's always one thing I will say. Like, if a team beats my team and goes to the Super Bowl, if they lose, there's that level to, like, I guess that level in my brain where I'm like, well, if we would have gotten there, we probably would have lost too, right? Because the team that beat us lost, which means whoever, the other team is who beat them means that they're better than that team, and that team beat us. See? It's called extra level thinking. I don't know. I think it's called copium. They got to the championship again, lost to the Buccaneers this time. So this time they got to 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Okay, 91 yards on the ground. Not bad for Payton. They did get the number 1 seed, so they got the first round bye. Payton got 108 yards and a touchdown versus the Rams. But again, 1 game short. Back-to-back years. 1 game short. And also, I'm not looking at his stats because most of his stats are going to be exactly the same. He right around that same ballpark range stat-wise. So that's why now we're just going for the Super Bowl. Now we're just going for, can we get a Super Bowl with this team? That's the question. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. No. They lost to the Rams. I just want it all the way, man. I just want it all the way. I just want a Super Bowl. Just want a Super Bowl. Just one step closer. One step closer. At least get there, even if you don't win. Just get there, man. That's what I care about at this point. Just get there. You don't even have to win anymore. You just got to get there. I know that because the Bengals got there, and we didn't win 3 times. They missed the playoffs 10-7. Oh, yeah. If you go 10-7, bro, it's already over. It's already over. Come on. Oh, man. You're so close, but so far. Just one more. One more sip for a Super Bowl. Come on, just one more greatness. Just one more little bit of greatness here. This is it. This is it. I feel it. They missed the playoffs at 9-8. Okay, yeah, well, you go 9-8. You're pretty much GG, bro. Bears, why are you like this? You win every offseason. All I need to do is one time with sweetness is go win a Super Bowl. These videos recently, I've been like adding Hall of Famers to these rosters. I'm realizing more and more that it takes more than just one player. I'm starting to realize that. Although the Broncos, we did win the Super Bowl with Terrell Davis, so I guess that technically defeats that purpose. Got to the championship again, and they lost to the Eagles. Got to the championship again, and they lost to the Eagles. They had the number 1 seed. They had the easiest path to the Super Bowl. Easiest path, and they lost to the Eagles. They even beat Detroit, which is tough. We're doing one more sim. We're doing one more sim. We're doing one more sim. Or else I'll be here all day trying to get a Super Bowl for the Bears. Which I would actually do. But not this time. Not this time. I don't know if they'll ever get it. Running backs help, but they don't help that much, man. They don't help that much. All right. Well, they lost in the first round to the Packers. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.